Hey everybody, this is Corey Rashan. I am coming at you on my way home from a project, and I wanted to talk to you about Sunday. Felton Wooten, caregiver. I wanted to give you a little bit of my story. I was about to move down to Atlanta to take on some jobs. Got home, I was going to do that transition thing. Moved back into the parents' house, and then moved down to Atlanta once I had everything set, a job and all that set up. Well, that did not happen. I got home and noticed how my parents were aging. And then I also have a brother that should be taken care of as well, or monitored at least. And decided to stay. Changed my whole life. And I quit my entrepreneurship by 75%. Did small jobs here and there, websites, things like that. Because it was a rude awakening. Not married, don't have children. My life is mine, I own it. And that stopped. It's like, I guess a woman or a man finding out, they're pregnant and there was no marriage plan, there's no, hey, we're going to stay together type thing planned. And so, same difference. When you start to see your parents age and start noticing things about them aging, I'm the child that, it's been planned. I knew since the age of 12 that I'd be the one in charge. But you go about your life and you're not paying attention to what is that being in charge about? What does it take to take care of your parents? What are the rules, the regulations? What are the laws? What are the services? What are the organizations? Who do you call when you need help? I've talked to other friends, but every situation, like every child, is different. They're not going to be the same. And so I have a father. At that time, I had a mother where we found out she had dementia, or in the very beginning stages of dementia. So I'm learning about that. I had a father, who wasn't really in great health. Very active, but wasn't in great health. High blood pressure in 9 yards. So where I'm at now in this stage is a mother who has advanced dementia, not Alzheimer's, advanced dementia, and a father who had a triple bypass this May, 2017. And there's side effects to that. And they're both 84. And it's the decision, do they stay in the home or do they go into an assisted living facility? The level of my stress, so that vacation that I talked about on Facebook, deserved, needed. Felton Wooten, who I met 8 years ago through Veronica Conway in one of her business development classes. We remain friends. He's in the nursing home industry. I have done quite a bit of work with him through using media, developing content for him, building his websites and things like that. So with that connection and that relationship, he was able to help me. Hey, Felton, this is what I'm going through. I mean, to the point where I might have been crying, because of the stress, and you want to do your best. Broke down a few times, maybe not inside of him and not inside of many people. My cousin I have, yes. Because you have lives that are at stake. And to get through the emotional aspect and then to give Felton a call and for him to help me has relieved a lot of stress. Because when you know what to do, then you have a sense of relief. Because your frustration is not knowing what to do, not knowing who to call, not knowing, okay, this service is telling me this information, this service is telling me another information, they want all this paperwork, and then they tell you that, oh no, this is the wrong paperwork, and that's what I just went through with Medicaid. And he's got the booklet, and he's got the information. I cannot stress enough. I cannot stress enough. I'm going to say it one more time. I cannot stress enough to be prepared to take care of your parents. Be prepared to take care of yourself. Let me tell you something. You might be taking care of your parents and think you know what you have to do for you, but when you get to that age where you're starting to forget, you don't have any memory, you need to have at least his pamphlet to turn over to somebody that you trust. And who will that be? if you have siblings, for me, it's just me and my brother, and I'm in charge of him, and he's older. And he just went through some fraudulent things and things that my parents didn't do when he was younger. And, you know, I don't want to blame racism for that, but, you know, just, you know, information wasn't readily available. Things change over time. My parents were older when they had us. And so, there's just so many things that you have to prepare for in your 20s and 30s. And we know. I'm in my 50s. But even so, in your 40s, too, you're like, you know, how hard could it be? I saw my mom do it with her aunt and my grandmother. How hard could it be? But she's got the personality. She's been a mother before. I've never been a parent. That losing your life, that losing your time, that losing your friends, your inability to go out when you want to go out because you have to take care of people or you have to be responsible for someone other than yourself can be a shock for a single man who loves to party, who loves to hang out, and who loves his business. So Sunday, the 24th, I'm telling you, it's a $35 webinar, which is going to be worth it. He does it in live for $50, and there's a download worth $50 that he's giving away for free. That pamphlet I'm talking about, to sit down with your parents and have that paperwork get together. Then you can make copies for your siblings or family members that are going to be in charge. You don't want to have one copy. No. You want to have a few copies in different places, in different hands. And so will all be available to you at 7 o'clock on Sunday. The best thing I like about Black Success at our webinars, because literally, if your brother lives down the street or you guys live in the same apartment building, go to the house, pay the $35, and have your family come over. And you all sit in front of that screen. You have your questions ready. Maybe sit down Sunday for dinner and talk about what are we going to do with our parents? What do we need to know? What don't we know? And then log in and log on and ask those questions. Because Felton he's a walking encyclopedia of information. He's been in this business for over 35 years. And he's run nursing homes, so he's seen it all. Been a part of it all. I cannot stress enough. Be prepared. We talk about Harvey. We talk about Maria. This is something that is inevitable. Those storms could pass by, but this storm that is about to approach you, if your parents are still alive, or your siblings are still alive, or aunts and uncles are still alive, it's going to hit everyone in some form or fashion. If you saw my newsletter today, you'll understand that there are 40 million people going through this, and it's a $450 billion loss for American lives collected that do this. So I'm one of the 40 million, and because of the loss of my finances and things like that, it cost me a portion of that $450 billion to take care of my parents. It's almost like being a mom. You don't get paid for it. So join us Sunday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time with Felton Wooten. Let's learn how to be caregivers, and let's learn how to do some elder planning so that our community of elderly will live a quality of life that they deserve. I look forward to seeing you guys at the table. Peace.